You done me wrong, baby.
Well, these are the great B.B. King and Bobby Blue Bland. The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone from the Democratic Fascist Party. The only way those sons of bitches can win anymore is by fixing elections and by telling lies. Welcome, welcome, my good friends. Welcome, welcome. The thrill is gone from the Democratic Fascists. The thrill is gone from the Democratic Nazis. So welcome to my live stream. Welcome, welcome. Let me introduce myself. My name is Andre Lefevre, and I am a citizen journalist. I'm a citizen journalist. I don't do this for money. I do it because I like to, I want to, and I have to. I'm an extreme libertarian. I have a full live stream for you today. Let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into this. Bank of America. Bank of America. Bank of America and Citigroup have been spanked. They have been spanked. And I thought I had the story up here. Here we go. Here we go. This is from, excuse me, here. This is from Washington Times. The headline, Bank of America, Citigroup punished for post-Parkland gun control policies in Louisiana vote. Thank God there's still men left in American politics. And they spanked both of those corporate banking giants. And let me read you the story. A Louisiana commission voted Thursday to block two banking giants from taking part in a new highway project moving to punish the companies for gun control policies they adopted after the Parkland, Florida school shooting this year. Citigroup and Bank of America had said that they would work only with retailers who agreed to new restrictions on gun purchases, rules stricter than the federal law requires. Louisiana Bond Commission said it wouldn't tolerate that kind of bullying over a constitutional rights and voted 7-6 to block the companies from gaining a piece of the financing $600 million highway plan. So, opposing gun control is becoming bad for business, ladies and gentlemen of the corporate elite. You fuck us over, start preventing us, the American citizens, from defending ourselves with guns, and we're gonna cut into your motherfucking profits. Now, I am so glad they spanked them. So let's do this, ladies and gents. On the live stream, I'm gonna call those companies for comment. Let's see if anybody will talk to us. I have some numbers here, so let's call Bank of America first. Let's call Bank of America first. Some telemarketer was calling me. So I know I have them here in my database. Bank. Let's see. Bank of. Okay. I have two numbers. The first one is from. Is to a corporate executive in charge of press relations, Larry DeRita, and it's 202 area code. So I'm dialing Larry. Let's see if we can get a comment from him. Calling Bank of America for a comment to see what they say about. Let's see what they say about. Losing business in Louisiana because of their gun control anti-Second Amendment policies. Calling Bank of America.
Hey, it's Larry Dorito. Just leave a message. I'll get back to you again. Thanks so much, bye.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Larry, my name is Andre Lefevre, citizen journalist, wildnews.us. I'm live streaming this message. I wanted to get your reaction for your company, Bank of America, losing an important Louisiana state contract because of your anti-Second Amendment, your company's anti-Second Amendment politicking. I wanted to find out, do you think it's worth preventing American citizens from protecting themselves? Do you think it's worth in the future for your company to continue siding with the radical left and deny American citizens ability to protect themselves? Call me back. My number is 714-202-2579. 714-202-2579. Again, it's Andre Lefevre, citizen journalist, wildnews.us. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye. Okay, so that was message with Larry Dorita. I know I have more numbers. This gentleman's name is Lawrence Grayson, and he is another contact I have, press contact at Bank of America, and this is 704 area code. So let's see if we can speak to Lawrence. Again, calling Bank of America to get a reaction on them losing that Louisiana highway business. See if again, calling Bank of America.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 704-995-5825 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Lawrence, my name is Andre Lefevre, a citizen journalist. My website is wildnews.us. I am live streaming this phone call, this message on Periscope. Wanted to get your reaction on behalf of Bank of America regarding your company losing out on a huge highway project in Louisiana because your company decided to side with the radical left and go against the Second Amendment rights. I'd like to find out if your company will continue in the future supporting the denial of basic rights to American citizens to protect themselves. Call me back. My number is 714-202-2579, 714-202-2579. Name is Andre Lefevre, wildnews.us. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye. All right, ladies and gents, the next we're going to call Citigroup. And I know I have their numbers here someplace, so bear with me. Citigroup Bank. They don't list any names. I just have two numbers and 212 area code. I don't think that's New York. So let it rip.
Welcome to Citigroup's internal directory. Please say the first and last name of the person you wish to reach.
How about we press 0? I was afraid.
Okay, transferring you to the operator. For quality purposes, calls may be monitored or recorded.
In case you just.
Thank you for calling today's directory assistance. My name is Jenny.
Jenny,
How may I assist you?
Jenny, name is Andre Lefevre, citizen journalist. Have to tell you that I'm live streaming this phone call on Periscope. I'd like to speak to your press relations people.
Relations
Press relations.
Excuse me, can you repeat again?
I'd like to speak to your press relations people who answer press queries.
Can you tell me a little more information because I have community relations.
Okay.
I don't know, would you like? Yeah, the phone number is 718.
Oh, so hold on a second.
Yes, take your time.
718
248
248.
1124.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day. Thank you for calling City.
You too. All right, let's call that number. But it sounds to me like it's a regular runaround that large corporations give you. But I'm game. 718 248 1124.
Working number at City. Please check the number and dial again.
Okay, so this is a bad number. All right, so that's not the first time I've been giving runarounds like that. So I have another number we can call. So obviously the Citigroup don't like the deplorables like us talking to them. Let's see here. Citigroup. Let's see. Here's a number that I have, 212-793-0710. Let's see if this number is any better. Again, calling Citigroup.
Quality assurance purposes, this call may be monitored or recorded.
Calling Citigroup to get a reaction. Citigroup lost a lot of money in a highway contract because of their anti-Second Amendment stands.
Citigroup, we will be with you momentarily.
Well, we're on hold with the Citigroup. The Citigroup Bank and Bank of America lost a large contract in Louisiana because they have an anti-Second Amendment policy. So let's see if anybody will come.
Thanks for waiting. Please stand by.
Citigroup Public Affairs Outline, help you?
Hello, my name is Andre Lefevre, citizen journalist, wildnews.us. I am live streaming this phone call on Periscope. I'd like to speak to your press relations person who can speak on behalf of the company.
I apologize, sir. The office is unavailable at the moment, but I can take a message. I can have them return your call.
Sure. My first name is Andre, Andrei. Last name is Lefevre, L-E, F like Foxtrot, E, B like Bravo, V like Victor, R-E. The name of my website is wildnews.us. And when you're ready, I'll give you my phone number. Hello?
Just wanted to say your name was Andre. You said your name was Andre Lefevre, and you said you work for wildnews.us?
That's correct.
And may I have, may I have your phone number with you, I believe?
Sure, 714 202 2579. And the topic I want to discuss to get a reaction that Citigroup lost a large piece of business in Louisiana for the Louisiana state because of anti-Second Amendment policies that your company have. And I'd like to get a reaction on that.
Would you like to get a reaction on that?
Yes, sir.
And are you on a deadline?
I am on, yeah. Like I said, this phone call is being live streamed. I'm in California, so it's a two-party consent state.
Okay, I'll dispatch your message immediately. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, so that was that. We didn't get to speak to anybody, but we got to leave a message. Somehow I doubt that anybody will call me back, but you know that's life in a big city. Life in a big city. All right, moving on. Alex Jones is still kicking ass, even though the liberal Nazis have kicked him off 93% of the social platforms on the internet. He is still broadcasting, and I watch him. I watch him every day. I love the guy, and he calls himself the tip of the spear of the freedom, and that he is. I'm not even going to use the line that all the others use. Well, I disagree with him sometimes. Bull fucking shit. This is not the time to even say crap like that. The man is under attack, and he's a proxy for the rest of us. For the rest of us, libertarians, Christians, conservatives, and classical liberals. He is the proxy, and if he is destroyed, the next we will be destroyed. So you know what? This is a big fuck you to Google and all the other giants. Let's play a portion. It's about 3 or 4 minute portion of his yesterday's broadcast. Fair use, but I know Alex Jones wouldn't mind. So this is a big fuck you to the corporate Nazis.
Lab verified CBD oil. NativeHempSolutions.com.
From the front lines of the information war, it's Alex Jones.
Go toe-to-toe with the globalists, with George Soros and the Rothschilds and the New World Order and the Rockefeller Combine. Now we're toe-to-toe, ladies and gentlemen, toe-to-toe at point blank range with their lie machine, their deception machine, their poverty machine. Ladies and gentlemen, this is undoubtedly the most important broadcast I have ever done today. And at the bottom of the hour, I am going to lay out exactly what they're planning, exactly what they're doing, and how they're going to move against everyone. There is no doubt we know about their plan for an October surprise. We know about their entire concerted operation to bring us down, everyone else down, and we know about it mainly because Senator Warner and Senator Murphy and others have been writing memos and talking about it, and now the memos have leaked and are public. And I have my big blue chip DC law firm with this intel report, attorney-client privilege, but I've blacked out the names. And I'm going to let you see this coming up. This is the admitted battle plan. By next year to have no conservative, no libertarians, no talk radio, you name it. Now you ask how they're going to do it? You know how they're going to do it. First, it was going to be 100 newspapers. Now it's 350, all writing editorials saying that Trump is going to cause violence against the media by when they call him a liar or a Nazi. He says they're liars. They say that's going to cause violence. Then they promote violence, just like they edit what I've said when Antifa says in front of the White House with signs and more than 15 people on video, we've got bullets for the Republicans. We've got bullets for Trump. We're coming to kill them at their houses. We're going to kill their families. I say, man, if I was one of these people targeted by Antifa, I would have my battle rifle by my bed. That turns into Alex Jones is going to use a battle rifle on Lester Holt. And Lester Holt literally looks at a piece of paper and goes, Jones essentially said he's going to engage in criminal activity and come after us with weapons. I'm scared. Total hoax. He didn't show a video, nothing. And my lawyers have never seen anything like it. They say they are stunned. And they agree they are making their complete move. And I just got off the phone with high-level folks in talk radio. They've confirmed this. I mean, they are making their move. Barry Diller said earlier this year, big globalist Democrat, one of the founders of Fox News, he said, we will have paid internet. Everyone will be off the web, all the competition by 2019. The Wall Street Journal said that 5 months ago as well. You ask, how are they going to do it? How are you going to do that? You sell the point that the president and Alex Jones and alternative media is going to cause violence. You then promote the violence. You then edit what people said. You then provocateur or stage an event against yourself. And then the Democrats sweep in the 2018 midterms as their false flag. I'm going to break it all down at the bottom of the hour. Remember Bill Clinton on Air Force One to USA Today, the New York Times, all of them in 1996, said, I owe my reelection. We were 10 points behind to the Oklahoma City bombing, which we know was a false flag. We've interviewed the police officers, the witnesses. We have the hotel receipts. WorldNet Daily does. They proved it all. There were law firms involved. It all came out in lawsuits that the feds bombed that out of Elohim City, and the Southern Poverty Law Center was running that group. And that's all come out. And so that's the only way they've got to win the midterms is a big terror attack against a media institution, a fake media group, or big tech to be blamed on us.
Hey, how would you like to take InfoWars with you wherever you go? Well, now...
Well, that was that. That was... I got this out of real.video, and I suggest check out that platform, real.video. I have my own channel up there. So that was that. That's what the left, the Democrat Party, the real Nazis want to extinguish. Now, here's the next story I want you ladies and gents to look at. This is from USA Today. Trump at 36% approval among African Americans, new poll finds. And let me read you the story. Even as cable news networks debate reports of the existence of a recording of President Trump using a racial slur, a new poll from Rasmussen reports says that the president approval rating among African Americans is 36%, nearly double his support at the same time last year. By the way, it's the other way around. The reason this report is surfacing is because Democrats are crapping in their pants. Is because the Democrats are crapping in their pants. Is because with the African American, the black support this high, there is no way the Democrats are ever going to win another national election. This is that simple. So here is a little video I found again on real.video.news about a man confronting somebody about non-existent institutional racism, showing how racist the liberals actually are. This is from Red Pill Philosophy, Fair Use. Watch me call this white liberal racist for mocking black Trump supporters. This is the name of his video. So fair use. I think you'll enjoy it.
Your truth. Uncensored. Discover real.video.
Only on
black men who support Donald Trump, and you assume they have self-loathing. That's an incredibly condescending way to view black people. Are you racist?
All right, guys. So basically what happened here is that I was debating this dude right here. He's a Black Lives Matter supporter. And then this girl came in out of nowhere. She supports this dude and the whole Black Lives Matter movement. She's anti-Trump. And these people came by. They're called Republicans Are Not Racist. And they're basically, you guys might remember them, these dudes right here. They're basically black Trump supporters. I interviewed them at a Trump event a few months ago. And they're black Trump supporters. So, of course, the automatic assumption from these racist liberals is that, oh, if you're a Trump supporter and you're black, it's because you're a coon, you're a Uncle Tom, you're a sellout. You're a self-hater. You're self-loathing. And you're going to hear her. She actually calls them self-loathing. And, of course, this is the exchange that unfolds after that.
I think that's the end of that.
When the self-loathing kicks in, I just can't.
Oh, the typical, he's a coon self-hater.
I didn't say that word.
You said self-loathing.
Yeah, but I didn't say that.
So what are you implying? That black people who support Trump must have some kind of internal self-loathing?
They've been so oppressed.
Uncle Tom?
No, they're so oppressed.
They're too dumb to think for themselves. Is that what you're suggesting about black people who support Donald Trump? That's the implication. I've debated you guys forever online. I know.
So you agree with Stacey Dash then, huh? All the comments she's made on CNN, Corrupt News Network. So, Stacey Dash, one of the 3 black people that are only on
black men who support Donald Trump, and you assume they have self-loathing. That's an incredibly condescending way to view black people. Are you racist? I hope not.
White liberals. White liberals, guys.
I thought that was disgusting. The microphone.
Yeah, that was wonderful. That was absolutely wonderful. The next video I have is kind of dated. It's from May 16 of 2018, and this is Tucker Carlson debating some privileged kid. It is interesting. It is very, very, very interesting. Fair use.
Well, the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs is offering students credit if they create a series of, quote, witnessing whiteness workshops in their hometowns. The program is offered by the school's graduate certificate program in diversity, social justice, and inclusion. That's, of course, a department name that should strike fear into all who hear it, and for good reason, because, among other things, the program focuses on the alleged traits of the, quote, dominant white culture. These traits include, quote, superficiality and, quote, extreme exploitation of labor and resources for profit. David Bernstein is the founder of the group Run for America. He wrote the book Fast Future, How the Millennial Generation is Shaping Our World. David, thanks for coming on.
Good to be with you, Tucker.
You a little surprised that racist crap like this exists in the open in 2018?
Well, I don't know that I would necessarily call this racist crap, but I think the reality is that there is a white experience in America that is different from a black experience in America. I think anybody who's lived in America knows that those two things are different things. And, you know, while I don't necessarily agree with every way that these folks are going about it, I think it is the beginning of perhaps a conversation about what does it actually mean to have a white experience. We've been studying the black experience in America.
It's not the beginning of a conversation. It's the beginning of a series of attacks on people on the basis of their skin color. So to say that white people, white culture exploits in an unusually aggressive way the labor of others, that's an attack. And by the way, is it true? I mean, is white culture more likely to do that than, I don't know, Chinese culture? I don't know, but I know racism, textbook definition when I see it, and that's lumping a group of people together on the basis of their appearance and immutable characteristics and attacking them. That's what this is. Why is this not racist?
Well, I think the way in which it is presented certainly is not the direction that you want to go if you want to actually do what I think really should be done, which is actually have a conversation about what white privilege actually means in this society. You and I both know, as white men sitting here, that there is such a thing as white privilege. I don't know that, actually. I mean,
there are non-white immigrant groups that have, on average, higher annual incomes than average white Americans. It's much more complicated than you and other sort of glib apologists for racism suggest that it is. You can't generalize about people on the basis of their skin tone, right?
Of course you can't.
Or can you?
Of course you can't. You can't generalize. But there are trends that we have seen. It would be disingenuous for us to suggest that there aren't a larger number of, say, white people than black people in this country who have benefited tremendously from their privilege. I think that would be a disingenuous statement over time, and that there are more white people.
I don't know. I mean, wait, hold on. Are you comfortable making generalizations about other racial and ethnic groups that are negative? Any generalizations? Go ahead and try one. You just said that white privilege is real. No, I'm serious. If we're going to have the honest conversation that you're calling for, then I call on you to be honest and make a negative generalization about any other racial or ethnic group in this country. Go ahead. You got the floor.
I see where you're trying to go.
No. You don't need to think anything. I'm asking you, will you make a negative generalization about another racial or ethnic group?
I'm not going to be baited into.
I'm not baiting you. I'm asking you a sincere question. Will you or won't you?
Here is.
Oh, the answer's no. Why?
Because, Tucker, the reality is when we try and talk about and understand things that are going on, whether they're generations, whether they're groups of people, we make generalizations in order to have a conversation, because of course every single individual person is different. But you won't make a generalization except about, well, no, hold on. I'm inviting you to make a negative generalization, as you just did about one group, about any other group. There are many groups in this country. And you say sometimes we generalize. I get it. You want to have an honest conversation. I get it. Let's do that right now on live TV. Again, why don't you make a single negative generalization about any other racial or ethnic group? And again, I give you the floor. I'll be quiet as you speak. Go ahead and do that. Well, look, I think there's a claim that can be made about the fact that, you know, there now in this country we have people who are benefiting tremendously from a huge move towards diversity and inclusion, quote unquote, programs that are designed to prioritize people of other ethnicities.
Which people?
Over people.
I mean, be a lot more specific. No, make a generalization about a culture,
Latino, African-American, Latino people over white people.
Be precise. So, no, you're critiquing a program. That's a program that you're critiquing, and I think you're right. Critique the culture, as you just did white culture, whatever that is. But you're assuming it's real, so tell me, generalize about another racial ethnic group's culture.
Tucker, I think you're missing an important distinction here. I think you're missing an important distinction.
You're missing the important distinction, which is this only goes in one direction, and you bully people by making generalizations that are not strictly speaking true. And if you're not, on board with it, you're a racist, and then you get to attack those people. Because that doesn't apply to any other group, which is itself racist. Do you acknowledge that?
I see where you're going with this argument, Tucker, but I think the reality is that
that's the argument. I just said it out loud.
There's a group of people who have been systemically oppressed in this country for a long period of time. And those are people who are overwhelmingly people who are African American and Latino. There's a long history of this. You and I both went took U.S. history
You're changing
courses.
the conversation. What you did was you said it was okay to attack one culture, but it's not okay to attack other cultures. And I'm asking you why that is. An 18-year-old college student did not participate in Jim Crow, did not participate in slavery, is not most of the time knowingly participating in the oppression of anybody, but it's okay to attack that person because his ancestors did something bad, but that's not okay to do to other groups because why? You don't have an answer.
Look,
no one ever calls you guys on this, but I just did.
I think you're really missing the point here, which is that saying if you just because you want to say that someone is being criticized for the basis of what a culture is doing, that's racist.
No. Collective race guilt is wrong. It's racist to attack people for things they didn't do because of the way they look. It's really simple. You're on board with it. I'm not. And unfortunately, we're out of time. But David, thank you. I appreciate it.
And now to this story exclusive.
Well, that was that. I think it's very, very, very illuminating. Before I make my final comments, I wanna play you this I want to play you some more B.B. King and Bobby Boobland. Democrat Nazis, the thrill is gone. The thrill is gone. Fair use. $1977.
You done me wrong, baby, and you're gonna be sorry someday.
Say it, son.
Thrill is gone. Thrill is gone away from me. Oh, Lord. Thrill is gone away from me. You done me wrong, baby. You done me wrong, and you're gonna be sorry. How you say it?
Sunday. Listen. Sure I love it. Loving, knowledge. Lord. So lonely.
Yep, the thrill is gone, motherfuckers. And I'm talking to the liberal Nazis. The thrill is gone. You can't win another election without fixing it or replacing us, the American citizens. What sons of bitches the rotten people are the Democrats. The true descendants of the Nazis. Folks, thank you. Thank you for joining me on this live stream. I appreciate it a lot more than I can tell you. Again, God bless you, my good friends. God bless you and have a wonderful day. Wonderful day. I may not see you tomorrow, but I'll see you for sure Monday. God bless you, my friends. God bless you. And we're winning. The thrill is gone from the Democratic Nazis. The thrill is gone. God bless you.